from Wilmington, North Carolina, right in front of Zach, and here's Huffman. Huffman couldn't get by Zach Brewer.
No, I think what happened right there in the 19 car, Huffman started to go under him. He cut down all of a sudden. Actually, we got a spin right there down the front straightaway.
The 24 car gets loose and comes out of the corner. Adam Dean, and he gets into the inside wall. And on lap 25, the yellow will wave here at Bristol. First caution of the night. Dean sticks it in the inside wall. Not a very hard hit. His Pontiac, though, does sustain some front-end damage.
Been nice if he could have held his foot on the brake. I think that's a little bit longer.
Century Control Systems Pontiac able to drive away, but obviously the front end of that car not square at the moment. So Robert Huffman continues as your leader in the 37, our first caution of the night here. Take another look at how Adam Dean got into trouble as he came out of turn 4. Pretty typical at Bristol, I would say, Jeff.
It is, because that car, really, when he got up off that turn 4, it's a little bit slick off of there, and just started coming out on him, and he just lost it, and he just could not quite get it controlled, and boom, right in that wall. Man, he almost saved that race car. Almost a good job of driving.
Justin Hobgood, certainly a driver battling for the championship. Trouble. We've got a big spin in turn 4. Contact. Cam Strader gets into Angie Wilson's race car, and that's our second yellow of the night on lap 45. And Strader's car, heavy damage. Look at the fluid pouring down the racetrack.
We talk about Strader's car. Did you see how close Huffman was to getting caught up in this right here? Now, that would have really upset the whole apple cart. Now we're looking at the third place guy in points. Looks like his day's done.
So a spin and then contact. Nobody got into the wall particularly hard. Angie Wilson from Nebo, North Carolina, the Jim Cook Chevrolet. And Strader, who was running up in the second spot in car number 6, comes to grief. His night probably done because of all the fluid we saw pour out from underneath the hood of the Food City Wesson oil car. And for Strader, he's had a difficult season. Third in points, only one win so far in the 11 races run to date. And that's got to be a big disappointment for him. Here's another look down into the corner. Angie Wilson may have gotten tapped there, huh?
That little help right there.
Zach Brewer got into her, yeah.
Look how close that was. Woo!
Strader trying to get through between Angie Wilson's car and the wall. Not quite enough room.
Oh, man, hard lick right there. And, I mean, really, for Angie Wilson, she couldn't have anything to do about it because
Combs able to stay in front of this pack of traffic right now. There's the 4 trying to get a lap back. Eric Wilson's car. He had problems early, Jay.
Yes, he did. And whoa, there he goes getting underneath Combs right there. Combs got a little bit loose, and we got another car out of shape right there behind him.
Chuck Gaffrar trying to get up into the mix and get a lap back as well. Remember, he was penalized after making this pit stop, and there's contact. The 10 gets turned around. That's Danny Bagwell's car. He spins and taps the inside retaining wall on the backstretch, and we go to caution again here on lap 84. The 94 car also spinning. Keith Rogan, remember, he'd just been on pit road, and Bagwell sustained a pretty good amount of damage to that number 10.
Yeah, and the only guy right now benefit out of that whole deal was Eric Wilson. He was out in front of the leader. I think he got one of his laps back.
May well have done so. So Danny Bagwell out of Alabama, a tough break for that driver coming off turn 2. Had the car get around on him and just couldn't hold it off the wall on the inside. It's really pretty narrow here at Bristol when you think about it, because you've got pit roads on the front and the back, and you've got an inside retaining wall to contend with. Bagwell brings the 10 car to a stop, and they'll go to work trying to pull the sheet metal out. They're going to have to change a tire, too.
I think they're going to check everything over. Again, if you can't, show NASCAR where you got a flat-spotted tire, that's a safety issue. You cannot change that tire. You're going to have to prove to them that you changed it for a good safety reason.
Taking a look at the right rear tire. NASCAR getting under. One of the NASCAR officials going under the race car to take a look. They bring that tire around now to the inside of the car. Looks as though they'll send Bagwell back out of the racetrack. Evidently, all 4 tires look like they're okay, at least for now. Here's another look at it. Up in 2, Gaffrar got into Bagwell.
He was down off the racetrack and come up off the apron and got into Bagwell right there. Bagwell might have been a little bit loose, but at the same time, Gaffrar was down under the yellow line trying to get by him.
Tough break.
Was the fact that if I was his crew chief leading the race and doing what he's doing right now, I'd tell him real quick, pace yourself, pace yourself. You still got a little ways to go, and you don't need to have a situation come up where you have a restart and you, whoa, got trouble right there, whoa.
Down into turn 1, Chuck Gaffrar gets it. Oh, another car's going to get caught up in it too. Our 5th caution of the night. Yellow waves there. Randy Humphrey and Jason York getting into it along with Chuck Gaffrar in the 52. That's the blue car. that you see pointed toward the outside wall. And boy, turn one at Bristol can be treacherous.
It really can, and you don't realize, again, how quick you can get into trouble here. We saw those two cars spinning, and York tried to go low, and Jason York just run out of no place to go, and everybody's come down off the racetrack. This is a self-cleaning racetrack. What goes up must come down.
Humphrey in the 93, that car is heavily damaged. He took a hard shot. Gaffrar got loose. I think there might have been some contact between Gaffrar and the car he was trying to get by going down into the corner, which might have started him up toward the wall. Got another look at it here as the track safety crews get to the scene, the ambulance there as well. And here's Gaffrar diving to the bottom. Oh, he made contact with Humphrey in the 93.
He created that one right there himself.
And York trying to get by on the inside, didn't give enough room there to get by Humphrey. 3 cars caught up in it, and that's pretty much a typical Bristol wreck. To get back down to it, hopefully to try to settle it here at Bristol. 33 to go. We're back underway.
Eric Wilson got a really good start right there on Hobgood. He got one of his lap backs earlier. On these restarts, we expect to get another one back. This is an opportunity for him to get it back. He can't keep his car on the bottom, though.
Wilson in the 4 slips up. Hobgood will sneak back by him down the front straightaway. And right behind him is Chapman and then Ward. So you've got some guys who are very quick here. Remember, Ward won the race here 1 year ago.
Chapman being a past champion, he knows how to get around this racetrack also. He's raced some Busch cars up here, and we ain't said a whole lot about him. He's kind of quietly got trouble again.
Up in turn 3 and 4 on lap 118. 3 cars, a fourth car. Ned Combs gets into it. Zach Brewer in the 31 and McClure in the 14. The 23 car also involved. That's Brian Lofton from Lexington, North Carolina. Heavy damage, a lot of fluid on the racetrack. McClure's car from Abingdon, Virginia there, that car with the back end of it almost completely gone. So we are under caution yet again.
Another thing, if you notice right there was a lot of debris on the racetrack, and this is something that's going to have to concern the leaders. You don't want to run over something this late in the race. Race tires are worn, very hot, easy to puncture.
Yeah, warm tire at this point, a cut-down tire would certainly end your chances of winning with less than 40 laps to go. And look at this, the heavy damage to the 23 car. Man, he is knocked off center in a big way.
Shoot, the front end's all knocked out of line, the back end's knocked out of line. Take it to the truck, guys. Your night's done.
The 23 car, Brian Lofton from Lexington, North Carolina. He'll be headed behind the wall after a big wreck here at Bristol. We will come back here on Speed. Back on Speed, and the red flag is waving here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Huge mess up between turns 3 and 4 after that 4-car pileup, and Jeff, it's going to take a while to clean this up.
Yeah, I think NASCAR made a right choice right there. We talked about all the debris and the fluids all over the racetrack. Blowing it is the only way you're going to get kind of cleaned off. We watch right here to see replay of what happened.
Yeah, Zach Brewer looks like got into the 14 of McClure, and then the 23 had nowhere to go.
Yeah, and you can see right there there's debris going all over the racetrack. And right there at the very end, you see Ned Combs come in the picture, and bam, he's back in there. He hit part of the 23 car here, sitting still, but fortunately, it wasn't too much damage done to his car.
And when in doubt, get the racing with Zach Brewer. White flag in the air. Here's Huffman.
He really closes hard, rising there deep, Huffman does.
The backstretch for the final time, down into the 3rd turn. Oh, and Huffman gets into Hobgood, roughs him up, hits him again, and turns him. He goes around. Hobgood goes around, and Huffman will come to the checkered flag.
Cars bouncing off each other behind him, too.
Jake Hobgood spins after the contact from Huffman. A couple of other cars get into the wins Pontiac. Robert Huffman takes the checkered flag in the Toyota, the 37 car. Wow, what a finish.
I'll tell you right now, Hobgood is mad. Guarantee you right now.
Front bumper cap falls off the car. Brandon Ward took a shot in that skirmish as well. And Huffman will turn toward victory lane in the 37 car. And Jake Hobgood not happy with that outcome. No victory lap for Huffman. Here's another look.
Hits him once, gets him loose, and comes back and hits him again. And around he goes. And boys and girls, I hate to tell you that right there is not my idea of what you call playing fair.
Now, Robert Huffman takes the checkered flag for what would be his 4th win of the year. After the spin, there's the clip from Ward.
Oh, 3 cars got wrecked because of that one spin right there.
Now, one bit of contact you can sort of understand.